What is going on, everybody? Your boy Patman here, back again with the Halo MCC Season 8 flight update for you guys. I'm just going to show you guys some of the features that they added with the Season 8 flight. This doesn't mean that it's going to make it into Season 8 right away. It could come eventually later down the pipelines, much like the view model adjustments did. But it is still cool to see all these new features in the game, and I just wanted to go on ahead and highlight them for you. Now, I've already done a previous video on the Turf remake Icebox for Halo 3. I did a little map walkthrough for you guys. I also did a video on the Flood Firefight mode in ODST, as well as a showcase of a lot of the customization options coming with Season 8 as far as new Halo 3 armor sets and Halo Reach helmets, as well as nameplates, visors, all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in any of that, I'm not going to rehash it in this video. Go on ahead and check out those other videos. I'll try to link them down in the description and in the pinned comment below. First and foremost, the flight will be lasting until Monday, September 13th, most likely at 10 a.m. Pacific time or 1 p.m. Eastern. And we now have Steam account linking. It should be the first thing that you see when you get into the flight. It'll ask if you want to link your Steam account. Otherwise, you can just click on your player banner up in the top right and then go on ahead and go to account linking, and you can do it from there. Now, file share is finally getting added to PC. You could go on ahead and upload files to your file share so other players can download it, which is really, really cool. This feature was only available on Xbox previously. You could always download stuff on PC from other players' file shares, but you could not upload stuff to your file share. So that is a big thing for custom games and things like that. Speaking on custom games browser did get an update, the second version of custom games browser. So Halo CE and Halo 3 are added in along with Reach already being there, as well as brand new features and implementations, which include updates to the filters available, the search options, and overall improvements to the create, browse, and session details pages of the custom games browser. Another big feature that was added is the view model offsets or view model adjustments for your weapons in Halo MCC, with a lot more options than it previously had. This is a much better version of that feature, and it's something that is really cool, honestly, and allows you to really customize where you want your gun placement for different classes of weapons in Halo MCC. And this is a feature that is available for each game in the collection. Of course, Halo 3 ODST Firefight got a bunch of new options, including being able to add Flood as an enemy and elites. And yes, they do fight each other. Go on ahead and check out the video that I did. Like I said, if you guys want to see a full match of ODST Firefight against the Flood, really cool stuff. A little bit buggy, but I'm sure they'll work out those kinks. That's what the flight is for, after all. Halo Reach Firefight also got an update to include Firefight voice previews in the menus, and you can now change your Spartan body type in Reach to either be big or a little bit leaner, basically the old male or female. But in case you want to have a skinny body and a male voice still, you now have that option, because those are two separate options now. Player reporting has also been added to additional areas inside of MCC, including the scoreboards on the post-game Carnage report. Halo CE and Halo 3 have a new pose option. After the game, it will show the top 3 players and their respective poses. It is a little bit glitched right now, like the first player, it will show their name, but it will have the second player Spartan, and the second player will have the first player Spartan, so they're kind of out of whack right now. I'm sure that's something that they will fix once again before they release it to the public. Halo CE and Halo 3 also have a new campaign customization option, which is a toggle in the settings before starting a mission. You can go on ahead and basically use your multiplayer skins, weapon skins, and vehicle skins in the campaign, which is really cool. I've been wanting to see that. Halo 3 has new campaign collectibles that were added, golden MOAs that you can shoot and interact with. We don't know exactly what they do. They are tied to challenges within the flight as a weekly challenge, but we don't know if there's anything else to these things, and I was only able to find 2 of them on one of the missions. On the Covenant, we couldn't find any, but there could be some on there. We don't have any confirmation. So if you guys have seen any on the Covenant, let me know on Halo 3, because there are only 2 missions available in the flight. Some people have reported finding 3 on the Ark. I haven't found a third one, but maybe I missed it. It was honestly really fun getting into a lobby with friends and trying to search for these things. And I look forward to searching for the rest of them once they are patched into the retail game. Halo Combat Evolve also saw the return of the classic HUD from the original version of CE with 4K support and a toggle in settings. Basically, you could have the classic HUD even in the CE anniversary graphics, or you could turn it off to just have the CE anniversary HUD in both, or you could set it to auto, so whenever you switch graphics modes, then you could go on ahead and bounce back between the old HUD and the new one. There's also a UI scale option for the HUD, so you can make the HUD a lot bigger if you have trouble seeing things, which is a nice little accessibility feature. CE also got a new color correction toggle, which can be toggled off to create a look that's even closer to the original game. I don't know if it's bugged though, because I didn't really notice a difference in the colors, but I also admit I am not really good at identifying really minute details like that. There's a lot better eagle-eyed Halo fans out there that can really pay attention to every minor detail and tell me if it is working. Another thing that I'm not sure if it's working as intended or not, but it was in the patch notes, was improved performance for Halo CE Anniversary. So that should mean less frame drops. I didn't notice a difference, but I never really had issues on PC with CE Anniversary. I did a test in 4K on both the Flight and the regular retail version of MCC, and I was still getting anywhere from 90 frames to almost 200 frames. I didn't see any noticeable performance increases. This could also be referring to Xbox. They really weren't specific, so maybe some of you on the OG Xbox are having better performance. Not something I was able to test quite yet. And finally, we have new accessibility options that include improved subtitle customization. This is really cool, honestly. They give you a lot of options here. So you can now change the subtitle size, the color of the subtitles, the shadow color, which is basically like a outline or stroke around the letters, and even the background color and how transparent that is, as well as adding a few new colorblind mode features for those who have trouble with differentiating between different colors. Even if all this stuff doesn't make it into Season 8 for MCC, the future of this game is still looking bright. And even before all these content updates, before it came to PC and before they fixed MCC and added all these new features, MCC at launch was just so ambitious. You've never seen anything like MCC, and I don't think you will for quite some time. Just having all those games under one put together under one package, and having the H2A remake on top of that, and then being able to switch between the old and new graphics instantly, all the multiplayers under one roof with over 100 maps, it's just insane, and it's something I'd never seen any other game attempt. Maybe that was for good reason, because of the crazy disastrous launch. But it's basically fixed now in a lot of aspects. It is a playable game, very much playable game, with a bunch of bonus features and bonus content, cut content, all kinds of craziness that they've added. And I know it's far from over. I know there's still a lot of issues that the hardcore community has out there, but for the average Halo person like me, well, maybe I shouldn't say average, because I've played thousands upon thousands of hours into this game and devoted my life to this series basically. But like I said earlier in the video, I'm not really the type to obsess over the minute details. Something like the Halo CE HUD, I would have never noticed the difference if it wasn't pointed out to me. For someone like me, this collection has been absolutely amazing. Just to be playing these old games 10, 15 years later and still enjoying them is just insane. And 343 could have just stopped at the updated visuals and the improved frame rates. These games play so much better than how they played at 30 frames. I can never go back to that old stuff. So I just want to say I appreciate what they've done with MCC, and it's still not even done yet. It's gonna keep evolving, and that's why I remain so hyped for Infinite and the future of Halo. But enough of my rambling. I could probably do a whole nother video on the comeback story that is Halo MCC. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Click the like button if you did, and subscribe if you're new here and you want to stay absolutely up to date on all the latest happenings in the world of Halo. Stay tuned for a more in-depth showcase of all the new customization items in-game, not just in the Unreal Engine renders. I actually think for once the in-game models look even better than the Unreal Engine renders, so stay tuned for that. This took a lot of work to do because there is a lot of new options to go through when it comes to customization for both Halo 3 and Halo Reach. I hope to catch you guys in either a previous video of mine or a future video of mine. So that time comes, I'm your boy Patman, and I'm out.